Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Um, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Starting the stream wrong. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another stream. It's been a while. We've been out for a while. I've been extremely sick, and when you're extremely sick, the body's failing you. But let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Unfortunately, I've been on some few trades for the past few weeks. It has not been going well, and one of them I just been taken out. I don't know if I rushed to move my stop loss to just above profit. Taken a very tiny profit here. I think my idea was to wait for the break above to hold there and then to look for continuation. However, I felt like it is failing to reach that. I could have moved my stop loss here, but I decided to move my stop loss very deep high, and this thing just reversed and take me out. So that I've taken a bit of profit. Oh, it's a break-even trade to be fair. But since I've been away for a while, man, the only trade that I'm still holding, uh, come on, this is not what I wanted. Let me just quickly do this setting. Quickly go to the settings. Profit, profit, percentage. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, so I'm still holding USD JPY. I have a trade on USD JPY, bullish trade. It's been very annoying. We pushed up, rejected, came back inside range still for a while, and then we push back up. Now I am just waiting for a good move to the upside to break above and hold there. I'll move my stop loss to there, take profit in that space. But however, for now, I am still holding this trade. And also GU is also playing unwanted things with me here. I've taken GU, goes into profit, comes back inside. It is failing to decisively move above and close above there. And I think this has been a very frustrating few days for me with the trades that I have. I have taken trades, but they are really frustrating. And also, just to give a quick update here, I have taken a trade on GBP AUD. It has went this money around, pushing back to this low here. I could consider taking another trade on that support, but I'll be watching it. So I've taken a loss there. But you always know, guys, how I trade. Let's quickly look at the fundamentals as well, and looking at the spreadsheet. Uh, 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 Quickly, here we go. So on the bullish side, I have indices, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, NZ. Okay, those are the indices that I have that are bullish. Russell have came back to a neutral reading. Most of them are back to the neutral reading. Let me remove the neutral and leave the bullish and the bearish. Come on, here we go. So on the bearish side, I need to do the analysis now with you guys now on GPP NZD, also on Euro and Euro bearishness. There is a bearishness here on GPP NZD, Euro NZD. That will make sense why we are bearish. I think the New Zealand dollar, it's been very bullish. It's been a very strong bull. GJ, it's close to neutral, back again to neutral. Bitcoin 6, I'm gonna wait for Bitcoin to gain a bit of ness. But if we to look at the reason why we're starting to lose a bit of bullish on S&P 500 and S&P 500, if we to look at CO2 data came out a bit -2. Also, PMI didn't come well, didn't favor that. But so on the bullishness, to be fair, I am um, I am really do call that I am bullish. Those are the things that I'm bullish. While at it, let's just quickly go to NZDJPY, NZDJPY and CATJPY and see if is there anything that we can see that will look into taking it. Perhaps I've been staying away from it. One thing I love already, I can tell you now, we held that support here, trying to go long. Yeah, Nasdaq is long, man. Nasdaq long. I'll show you now. We held that daily fair value gap very strong, which was like some sort of support that we held. If you want, you could even use this bullish order block there. We push to the upside. We are now looking into breaking above. We have broken above this 200 MA. So any retest to that here, I will consider going long as well. So I am gonna wait for a retracement to somewhere about 50% of this range here. Yeah, yeah. I think this invasion, yeah. Not even gonna boot a lot. Okay. So in this instance, for me, I will look for a bit of weakness that will come through and hold that support and look push back to the upside on NZDJPY. The technicals are not as clean as the others, but I will look into it. Also, CAT JPY. I'm tired, guys. Sorry. Also, CAT JPY. Also, CAT JPY. Ooh, shucks. Look at that. Also, CAT JPY. Um, sorry about that, man. When you're trading alone, it's a problem. So, look, I guess now I can feel that it's been a while without trading live, guys. So anyway, CAT JPY, it is bullish. I am gonna look for a long trade. Yeah, I am gonna look for a long. Fair value gap, we held that fair value gap, but I am gonna look for long. I'm not even gonna doubt or second guess myself. Come on, man. So there is this support around the 200 MA, but I am willing to take a risk. Yeah, we broke above and retested it. I am willing to take a risk. Um, that's a 4H fair value gap there. I could look for it to break above here. It cleared a break above, close above, look back to retest again back in that range. And maybe I will enter on that support. Stop loss will be just below and look for continuation to the upside on KJPO. I think that's what I'll be watching. Yeah, I think that's what I'll be watching. I will be watching in that range. What happens? Yeah. Sorry. Oh God. Oh, I made the coffee too sweet. Oh, shucks. Hey, man, what's happening here? Oh, flip. Look at that. Anyway, I was saying, um, we are bullish for KJPY. We pushed to the upside. We held that fair value gap there. We have an invasion. This in this area here, it is support. One will have already entered long, but for my trading idea and my trading style, I am gonna wait. Uh, come on, man. Come on. I am gonna see if it will decisively break above there, hold above, come back to that fair value gap, and re-enter to push back to the upside. So those are my ideas. If this happens, if that plays out this plan, perhaps I'll look for long-term Canadian JPY. And I can go to a tangent of trying to explain everything that I'm looking at and how I'm looking at it and the idea with it. But yeah, it's a long man. I think I need to go back to get my groove first. But before we do a lot, man. Also told you guys I'm neutral on gold, and the reason being it's gold. There's a bit of there's still discussion about trade. As with the trade discussion is still happening, there's possibility that we get good trade deals. So that's why gold we're still neutral at it. So two data came out quite well. Though we might get rate cuts. However, even if we get rate cuts, you're not gonna see something like this. But what might happen, you might see something like this. Come back there, come back, break above, and just play around this area. I'm not expecting anything, any big move on gold. So I'm still neutral. I'm not gonna buy or sell gold. Big oil. What's interesting about oil, we've broken above this measure higher. Come on. We've broken above this measure resistant area. We are back there. We'll see if we'll hold the 200 MA. If if anything happens around this area here, this this fair value gap with a breaker kind of sort, and we continue to the upside, then we might continue get a continuation to the upside and break above the 200 MA. But we could come back, rejected the 200 MA, and roll back lower. But it looks like inflation story is a bit stable. So I think as we get more oil prices higher, it looks like we've gotten the inflation story stable. We could have been resetted also in the market to start looking for longs. So there is a lot of things that I will have to sit down and look at and speak about. Trust me, guys, there is a lot. But right now, I have been out, to be honest. I've not been on the market for a while. I've been sick. Flu wanted to kill me. So you could look for oil to roll over, to move back, come back. Oh, come on, man. To retest these areas here and push back to the upside. Bitcoin. But other than that, guys, I think in terms of things that I'm looking for, those are the things. But before I get into the day trading, um, I am definitely, I agree, Broadway. I think it's very difficult to stay out. But I have found a way to stay out. Last week I was out. For now, there's nothing much, but let's just go through this, guys. I'm just gonna go through this economic come on. Euro USD is a very good buy, I should say. Heat map. I just wanted to go through this heat map. Do market. Where is this economic heat map? Yes. So if we look at the US market, GDP growth, there was like a strong miss of expectation. That was very bullish for also the US stock. But this week, so these ones are the one that came out last week and this week. There was a lot of beating. Look at that. House price index came out less than expected. ADP came out way less than expected. So the US economy in terms of US economic heat map, it's very, very, very neutral, right? Not neutral, but very bearish. If we're to look at here, the US dollar heat map, it's very bearish. People are buying into stock. And you could see the movement when you look at Russell and Nasdaq. I'll just quickly show you that. But look, if we were to look at UK on the other side, UK, very bullish, very bullish. UK is very bullish. A lot of things that didn't hit expectations. We are very bullish on the US, I mean, on the British pound. Also, if you look at Japanese yen as well, it has gained a bit of strength as well. It's also bullish. That is why my USDJPY now, I am just going to be managing it because the British pound is gaining a lot of strength. Look at CPI, it's about 3.6%, while USA is about 2 point something percent. How GDP growth, okay, we just got a beating by surprise by 0.2%, which is very bullish for the yen. So yen is quite bullish right now. You see where the problem is. Echo surprise meter. So I'm gonna show you an overall echo surprise meter. Look at that. So on an echo surprise meter, we are bullish for British pound, Canadian dollar. You look at Japanese yen, also bullish. So others are practically neutral, but also NZD is very bullish. So these are things that when I look at it, I become very. That's why I understood why, if because I was trading British pound and US dollar. Last week news when came out, we got a bit of beating in terms of British pound, also the dollar. That's why the GBP USD trade made is not moving as good because the economics of it, guys, the macroeconomics, it's a bit neutral right now. We're getting a lot of consolidation. So that is why it's a bit of a problem now to get a clear, simple oh, come on man, trade. Hence, I'm just looking for this. I'm not gonna even worry about that. Come on, man. Here we go. Hence, I'm gonna look for Euro USD Nasdaq. I'm also gonna look for Dow Jones. I'm gonna look for this trade, yeah. Also GPP NZD. I think that's a bearishness that I'll look. I'm very bearish, and I've not even analyzed it. I've not even analyzed it. GPP NZD. I think this I'll speak about GPB NZD. GPP NZD. Okay. We are getting a roll over. The reason why I don't like it, look at how it's looking like. Uh, I'm just gonna show you now. The reason why I don't like trading GPP and ZD, look at how dated this is. I don't like trading such a market. That I don't like trading such a market. I'm not even gonna attempt to trade it. It is the only one that is giving me a bearish reading, and I'm not. This is not a type of market that I trade, so I'm gonna stay out. Also, the brother, look at that. I'm not gonna trade this. I'm not gonna trade this. So um, I think on the flip side, let's just quickly look at indices, guys. Let's just quickly look at indices. I'll speak a lot about these things as time goes on. I'm just gonna get my grooves back. Just quickly look at indices. Oh, I have to look at crypto. I was looking for a crypto trade. Look at that. When is this? Oh, shucks. When? How did I make this move? Okay. I missed a Bitcoin move. Yeah, I've been out of the market. Anyway, I wanted a retest there, and I did get that retest, but um, this is a move that I'm waiting for. This is a move that I'm waiting for. A retest in that 4 hour gap here. Yep. Yeah. Just gonna wait for something like this. Yeah, I am gonna wait for something like this. Yeah, about 50%. Okay. Okay, but anyway, let me speak about indices. Russell, I took an what do you call this? A Cetrix also. I took a Cetrix Russell here on this trade. Good trade that I took here with broken above. Chances that now we might get a roll over retest there and we push back. So I'm gonna move my stop loss somewhere there. And mind you, now Russell has moved back to become neutral. So Nasdaq and Russell are looking good for me. I think those are the ones that are looking good. Also, I took Cetrix, I took Nasdaq. Again, we push back to the upside. Again, we are holding that strong. Let me see if I can see my Cetrix here. Cetrix, Nasdaq. Let me see. Here we go. I don't know if it's still marked, but so this, yeah. So this is Cetrix 100. This is the ETF that I'm holding. Right now, I might have traded my stop loss to this low. I'm thinking of even pushing it very tight as well. Because if we're to look at the actual Nasdaq, we are looking good back to the upside to the all-time high, and we are slowly recovering everything that we lost during the Trump's tariffs and everything. But now we are holding this breakout here, which resistance 10 support. Now we look back to come back to the all-time high. Um, Also, you look at US30 as well. We are slowly climbing up. So we are looking good on the indices for the pushback to the upside. And I did speak about the macroeconomics of it on the other side. Yeah. But guys, I will have to go to the day trading now. Hold on for me. Let me speak to Broadway. Definitely, man. I think for me, I'm glad that I have the edge finder. It is really, really helping on my side. It is helping to just a bit at least consolidate all these fundamentals to become one. But yeah, it's very annoying. It's very annoying. But anyway, guys, I'll be back on the day trading. Okay, let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen, to the day trading show. Oh, come man, let's do the day trading show. Let's see what we have. Um, hey man, come to the day trading show. Let's see what we have. Let's start with the weekly time frame. 10 o'clock, remember Trump is speaking. Interesting. Okay, we've already given the invasion of this weekly fair value gap that was my all-time target. Right now, I think since we've gotten that invasion, we are like invasion fair value gap of that. We are likely to retest and push back, come back to that high though. So we are at an order block, a weekly order block. That will be interesting to see where we'll be moving next from there. Yeah. Do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. Do not forget to like the live while you are joining. I'll truly appreciate that. But anyway, um, already for this week, we have taken this weekly higher, as that was my first draw of liquidity weekly high. Previous weekly low, have taken the previous weekly high. Uh, Possibility again, this is still Monday. So what might happen is, I mean, this is still Tuesday. Tomorrow we might come back lower, just about 50% of that range and continue back to the upside. But that I'm not gonna be certain or think I know what's gonna happen. But also we have that fair value gap below here around the 200 MA. But if we were to look at it long term, Nasdaq barely came back to the 200 MA for a while now. Um, so previous weekly high, we have taken that. I'm just gonna be looking at um, its lows now. That's the previous daily high, still very solid. It will be interesting to see the previous daily high on Nasdaq. What did it do on S&P 500? Just quickly check that. There is an SMT here. It makes sense why the market pushed to the upside the entire day today. Um, yeah, day trading and the low volatility, it's a mission, man. But let's see what we have. So there is an SMT between Nasdaq and S&P 500. Hence, we are pushing back to the upside. We are likely to take the daily high now. I think we are likely to get to take the daily high. Um, Came back and react here also. The 4H fair value gap that we reacted to. So my draw of liquidity, I think my draw of liquidity so far, what I'm looking more, uh, my draw of liquidity is more bullish than anything. Because if we were to look at the 4 hour time frame, we are at the range, but S&P 500, yeah, it's very risky, man. You tend to do things that we're not even supposed to do. Because if we were to look at here, we did take, oh, come on. There is an SMT here. We look to come back to previous daily high. Let's see S&P 500. This is Nasdaq, S&P 500. You know the danger now is, you know what the danger is now? I will check Dow Jones. Let me just quickly finish it. Also, we have taken, so S&P 500 has taken yesterday's high, previous daily high, and previous daily low in that year. So, hey man, honestly, I don't have a bias for this PM session. Just trying to figure out where am I. We are at the range inside the previous daily high. Let's see. 1 hour. Okay. 1 hour left the low, relatively equal lows here. We've already reacted there. We have not taken that high. We are at this 1 hour fair value gap, inside the 1 hour fair value gap range here. Very interesting. I am going to note this 1 hour range that we are in here. But the way it's looking like, we've already reacted on this 1 hour fair value gap. We look to come back and take previous daily high. But yeah, I am bullish. I am bullish. Yeah, I am bullish. Okay, I will be bullish. We came back to this lunch hour low. Yeah, yeah. 15 minutes lunch hour fair value gap, yeah. And we seem to be rejecting. Diamond, that's 15 minutes. Yeah, okay. There will be the sweep of liquidity push to the upside. There is a lot of draw to the upside. Yep. My draw of liquidity tonight, it's to the upside. Because we have came back. Oh, perfect. Okay, I'm bullish. I am bullish. I am definitely bullish. We are on an uptrend on 15 minutes time frame. Yes, there is that which we already given an inversion. But if we're to look at it, we came back all the way up, coming back to this lunch hour, below the lunch hour low, came back to that breaker, one 15 minutes breaker. So I am bullish. I am rating that 15 minutes breaker, and we are definitely rejecting it. We are rejecting it that 15 minutes breaker. And remember, this was lunch hour low that it created. We clearly see here there is a break of structure to the upside, coming back also to that fair value gap, and we look to be rejecting also. So I think I am bullish. Yeah. I'm not gonna mind this range below here. I know it's a very huge range, but if we were to look at the 15 minutes time frame, it makes sense on the 15 minutes time frame, because this, you could mark this as your sweep. It's swept this liquidity, this kind of a trend line liquidity during after lunch hour, during the lunch hour. We come back close above and give this kind of a continuation to take out the weekly high, come back to this 15 minutes here, and we look come back to the previous daily high. There is that possibility. So I am bullish. I am bullish. It's a good trade though. That's a good trade though. Yes, yes. I'll take this. Oh shucks. I'm contemplating of taking this. I am contemplating of taking this. I'm still gonna think about this trade, yeah. Stop loss, just be safe, put it there. This looks like a breakout structure. Yes, there is a lot of move to the upside. Um, coming back to that fair value gap, and we are rejecting, definitely rejecting. We have not seen a clear market structure shift, but I think I'll take this for now. I will take this for now. Okay, I will take this for now. Uh, come on. See, stop loss just below the, just to be safe. Okay, okay. Uh, just, yeah. I just jumped into a moving gun, guys, so we could be we could be in a very diaspora of a situation. I went in. Yep, I went in. Very big diaspora here. Let's see. I went in. Um, yeah, I jumped in. Where did I get the fill? I think the fill is that's exactly where it is. So favorite gap. Yeah, it could be a very bad trade to be honest. High possibility of being a bad trade. Later. Yeah. Okay, I love the trade. I do love the trade. Fair enough, I do love the trade. Yeah, I do love the trade. Yeah, I love the trade. You might hate me for it, but I personally like it. Yeah, I personally like the trade. I could have jumped in very early, where I could have to wait for the break above again, more of a solid confirmation to give a direct market structure shift because this market structure shift here, I don't like it. Break above, retest again, and re-enter. Perhaps I'll re-enter again if it gives me that. I'll add more position. But for now, even if it fails, I do like it. Um, did I set my stop loss properly on my broker? Let me see. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. I do like the trade, even though the trade might fail. Um, but I am just a bit, I do like it. Um, one thing about it, it's, you see this low here. Oh, shucks, I'm out. I'm out. I think the 15 minutes area that I wanted it to. Ooh, what the hell happened? Is there news? What the hell? Is there news? Is there someone speaking? Is there someone speaking though? I am out here. What happened? This is dirty. Okay, but I did like it, to be honest. But is there someone speaking though? Hold on. No one. Trump speaks at 10 p.m. South African time. Is there any news that came out? Interesting. Yeah, this was interesting. I was looking for continuation. This was interesting. I did love the trade though. I love that there was equal highs that I was targeting as a drop liquidity. I was still looking for this continuation to take out that drop liquidity, possible taking out the previous daily high. But hey, man, I've already taken a loss, man. I don't know what happened. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what happened. Did it take this high? Yeah. Is there something that I missed on my analysis? Let's see. Because I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah, there is an SMT. Yeah. Okay. But I did love the trade. I love when I take a loss, I just call it a day. Hey, nah, I'm gonna call it a day. There is an SMT though. There is a very strong bearish SMT. Sorry. And you could even take this trade as well. Do you see? Let's see. I will tell you now. This looks clean. Yeah, this looks clean. 15 minutes has just ended now. We have an invasion here. Oh, this looks clean. You know why I avoid taking trades like this? Good SMT, taking that low. This looks like a clear invasion though. Oh, just open the next 15 minutes candle. Ah, man. Ah, shucks. This is a trade, man. Um, Let me take this one as my last trade for the day. I am gonna take this. I'm gonna stop my thing. Um, hmm. Okay. Okay. This is the last trade for the day, guys. I've just moved my um I've just moved my bearishness, man. I've just flipped my bias. Fair, I've taken the loss, but I've swapped my bias. Um, okay. It closed below here. I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. Close below here. Close below here. I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. And this thing might totally fail, hey? Yeah. Come on, man. Come. Just break below here. Yeah, let's see, man. And this could be a total reversal back to take and to go back up, eh? That's one thing you guys should know. Could have solved my bias. I just love how it's looking like to the bad to take out the low again, but it could go dismally bad. Hold on for me, guys. Sorry. This is what I was talking about. But also, there is still this 3 minutes invasion, I mean, fair value gap above that you could look to reverse back to and pull back lower. I think I love this one also. The first one I messed up. There is an SMT, very high possibility of coming back short inside the 1 hour fair value gap. This SMT for me, I think the first one I was just too crazy, I guess. But this might go as well as bad as well. So um, just just gonna do this now. Yeah. See. Uh, shouldn't be, we're just gonna quickly respond to emails. I don't know, my spirit is a bit down now. Um, trying to, which one is which one? Oh, shucks, okay. Okay. Good day. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Just gonna quickly respond to an email. Okay. Yeah, this trade is not looking good. We've already gotten that 1 minute inversion. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. That will be my second loss for for the day. And yeah, I don't like the way it's looking. Don't think it will hold through. Yeah, already gotten that inversion. One stop loss would be here, so you'll have taken that. I don't think this will hold. Nah, it's not gonna hold. Don't see this holding. But let's hold on till the end. Could be also a retest of this. One thing about the is a 3 minutes fair value gap here. So for those that will wait for this 3 minutes fair value gap above, there is such as well. So it could have re-entered trade there, stop loss above. That will be beautiful trade also. If you look at this in term of and you say, um, okay, I entered quite well. I'm happy with my entry. Um, yeah, I think I have no complaint with my entry. Just gonna be responding to my emails. Yeah, I'm happy with my entry. All right. I need to be busy with something now. Let me send a few emails. I'm gonna be scanning some very important documents. I'm gonna send Lisa an email. I'll send to Lisa. Lisa. Okay. Lisa. Okay. Thank you for so sending. Six two. All right. So I'm sending an email. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Let me do this. Okay, guys. Two losses for the day. Two straight losses. This trade didn't hold up. Push. Money fell back. Took me out. I've taken two losses for the day. Bad day again. It's a Monday. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Love you all. Bye.